Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Portland as the Trailblazers go up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, facing an excellent team on hostile ground, they'll need to play a complete game, start to finish. We'll see if they can pull off the upset. You know who I'm looking forward to watching tonight?
I would not know.
How about C.J. McCollum?
Okay.
Low-rated high school recruit, comes out of a small college.
True.
But Shaq, this guy can flat out play.
Man, great young combo guard. Offensively, he can do it all, Ernie.
He's a very tricky defender, meaning he's got long arms. He's able to reach in when you don't think he's able to get to basketballs. Dangerous on and off the ball.
You guys fun to watch, and that's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Trailblazers play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Portland, Oregon. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to Golden State in Oakland. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And that's what can happen on the road. You have to be aggressive and try to disrupt them out of their normal routine.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, undisputedly, Damian Lillard is the leader of this Blazers team. Now, Yusuf Nurkic said, he's the best thing that's happened to me. To have a superstar in this league as a leader, a friend, and a teammate, it makes me better. Kevin?
LDA, you can't get much higher praise than that. Thanks. You know, Chris, parity, always a question, in this league and how you try to get teams to advance. But over a long season, it seems like any team can surprise you on any given night.
Yeah. Almost every team has the talent that can beat you, especially in a one game. You must respect your opponent. Sometimes it can come down to schemes, coaching. Sometimes it can come down to just one bad shot. You can never underestimate motivation as a factor, and that's where the good teams separate themselves. Who can continue to have that same focus every night, and in the words of Coach Popovich, that appropriate fear of your opponent.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Spurs, Gay and Aldridge are up front. Then it's White, then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. On defense, San Antonio. Lillard, right side, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Trailblazers. And White kicks to Gay. Pass to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to DeRozan. Good.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here's McCollum. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Miami from 13. That shot off. Some solid defense from Gay. White the pass to Forbes. Good on the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. McCollum outside. There's the triple. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. Here's San Antonio. Left side, DeRozan uses the glass to finish the layup. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
And that one's good. Lillard
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
So it's San Antonio now, after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
McCollum outside. Now the pass to Nurkic. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
Here's Gay, and that one good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
He gets that one. McCollum's got his first basket.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Spurs leading by 3. Outside, White. Looking for Aldridge, he gets it there. It's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now McCollum, some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul.
Hey, Rudy.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. DeRozan's shot is good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt. All right, a chance to check out stats for Damian Lillard. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 6th in scoring, 6th in free throw percentage, and such a great distributor and decision maker among the top 10 in assists per game.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to.
You got to know McCullough has an itchy trigger finger. As soon as the ball comes to him, he's ready to pull it. But just watching the progression of C.J. McCollum year to year has been astonishing. I mean, he came into the NBA with little fanfare, but now he's one of the league's top shooting guards.
Now here's White. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And DeRozan kicks to White. There's the three. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And with McCollum, he is the complete package on the offensive end.
I mean, he can take any defender one-on-one, and with a little bit of space, he can take over the game. He's a great shooter and fantastic facilitator. I mean, you ask around the league, they'll tell you that McCollum is one of the toughest guys to guard in the wing. Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
And White kicks to Gay. Outside, White. Pass to Forbes. Lets it go with a three. Good on the triple. Forbes has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Spurs.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Now here's McCollum. Here's Aminu. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
I'd like to see Aminu do more of this, Kevin. I mean, he has the touch to be effective inside.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot, gentlemen.
The clear strength of the Blazers is their backcourt of Lillard and McCollum.
Well, and the two complement each other so well. Both can create and dish for one another. Both can take over a game with their shooting, and they're the engine that drives this whole offense.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 8. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking it.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. There's the triple. Aminu misses. Spurs leading by 8. DeRozan finds Gay. Spurs working the ball around now. DeRozan passes to Aldridge. To the paint. That's good from Gay on the assist by Aldridge. Gay's got his second bucket.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Buries it from three-point range.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Aldridge kicks to White. To the inside. Forbes. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Harkless. San Antonio also making some changes. Pirtle, he is checked in for Aldridge. Bertanis comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for White. So it's the Spurs now. 7-point differential. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, Collins checked in for Nurkic, and it's Myers Leonard in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. McCollum against DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Tough night. I mean, they attacked on both ends, and unfortunately for them, they just got called for a lot of fouls.
No question. The officials were active, trying to keep control of the game that affected the substitution pattern.
For Portland, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Chris, you and I love guys with a great handle, and they can finish with either hand. And I know you've got a couple guys who you think do it better than most.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, right,
He's
exactly.
one of the best finishers that I've seen. Oh, my goodness, the way he can finger roll you with his left hand and throw it up so high that rain will come down with it and finishing off of both legs. You have to look at a guy like Harden as well, the way he finishes. How about LeBron James? As strong as he is, it seems like he just kind of gives you a shoulder with either shoulder, bumps and waits, and then lays it up nice, too. I mean, you have so many players. And Curry, he's another guy that does it so well. I can keep going on and on, but those guys, don't forget about Mike Conley. He's ambidextrous. He might just shoot a jump shot with either hand. So you got to be careful when guarding these guys. Great finishers now.
Good names you've mentioned. The Spurs shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. First free throw is good. Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers. Seth Curry comes in for Damian Lillard. Good on both.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Passes it to Collins. He dishes it to Curry. They get a hand on it. From the line, connects. The jumper drops. Turner's got his first basket of the night.
Well, Turner has a reliable mid-range shot. This is where he likes to operate. He looks comfortable shooting from there.
Bellinelli against Hood. Pass to Mills. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Spurs lead by 8.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
And the type of game that many coaches hate. Very little defense being played on either end.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's DeRozan. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
He's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
Now a timeout called by Portland. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
And now a look at Patty Mills here. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, he hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Tries from 10, and Hood the bucket on the assist by Turner.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Spurs leading by 8. Bellinelli with it. 9 points last game. Mills looking it over. And it's Pirtle at the elbow. And the dunk by Pirtle.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
Well, that's put them up by double digits, trying to run away with this one wire to wire.
Now here's Leonard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Hood kicks to Curry. Shot, high post. Not going to go that time. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bellinelli. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. In fourth, the Spurs.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
And Evan Turner, a wing player who helps in ways other than scoring. He can bring up the ball and initiate the offense, and he's decent in the post and clever when he gets it inside.
Curry finds Leonard. Over Mills. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Spurs leading by 8. Here's Bellinelli. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. He gets it in there. 14 points for DeMar DeRozan. Well, C-Webb, with Evan Turner, the former second overall pick, he gives you a little bit of everything.
The one thing missing from Turner's game, though, is outside shooting. He had a career 30% shooter from beyond the arc. But the instincts on taking threes, still, he's at his best when he attacks the rim and creates for others.
1:41 left in the first quarter. San Antonio's gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. Up top, DeRozan. Turner covering. Birtle, the pass to DeRozan. Clock at 4. Shoots over Turner. Good work defensively by Turner. Trailblazers trail by 8. Outside Curry. And there's the feed to Collins. Turner against DeRozan. Now here's Turner. He's guarded closely. Shoots over DeRozan. And DeRozan sends it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Cunningham, he's checked in for Bertans. 52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now here is Pirtle. He's guarded by Collins. Pirtle kicks to Mills. Now the pass to Bellinelli. Shot clock at 6. Pirtle dishes to Bellinelli. Over Hood. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Portland trailing here. Curry finds Leonard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Curry passes to Leonard. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. On the wing, DeRozan. Over Turner. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 16 points.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the San Antonio Spurs. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. One of the most lethal scorers in the game, All-Star Damian Lillard, talks about why confidence is big for him.
I like a challenge. I love being here, and I feel like, you know, if I have the confidence in myself that I say I have, then we could bring in some guys that can get better, and we can build something from here on out. Same thing happened with Golden State. You know, nobody talked about Golden State 4 years ago.
And the Blazers, Greg, disappointed with last year's first-round defeat, but they've assembled some nice talent.
And like he said, we've seen teams jump into title contention more quickly than expected in the past.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Well, it's all about the rim protection because it's been fantastic. A big part of helping them build this early lead.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Mills at point with Bellinelli. They're the backcourt. Pau Gasol is out there with Cunningham, and it's DeRozan in at small forward.
Turner is a solid defender. He does his best to stay with this man and make life difficult for him.
Curry on the wing, covered by Mills. Turner against DeRozan. 5 to shoot. Hood for 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. And San Antonio has possession. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And Bellinelli kicks to Mills. Releases from 15. Connects. The jumper drops. Mills has got 5 now. Terry Stotts, the head coach for the Blazers, He has earned the trust of this roster.
Yeah, if you talk to the players on his team, Kevin, they believe in the system that he runs. He is always willing to give players a chance to earn minutes and is up front with them. Playing on the Stotts, you know that if you work hard and improve, he'll take notice and adjust the rotations accordingly. Count it.
Hood's got 5 points now this quarter.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Bellinelli finds Gasol. Now DeRozan. He's guarded by Collins. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Curry passes to Leonard. And Dante Cunningham gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Collins. And it's Aminu in for Leonard. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. Bryn Forbes comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Outside Curry. Kicks to Aminu. Pass to Turner. Clock at 6. He tries for 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now here's Mills. He's guarded close. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, their goal on D is to not give him any clean looks from long range.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Here's Turner after Rudy Gay's bucket. Inside. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Nurkic.
Sometimes it's impossible to contain Nurkic. At his height and weight, he's great at finishing through contact.
Now here's Gay. He has 6. He kicks to Mills. Beyond the arc. Headshot off. And it's Portland the other way.
He had 1 3-pointer in the first, but still searching for that second.
And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, he's not happy to pick up a second foul. This early in the game, he's got to be careful now.
So for the Trailblazers, Marcus is checked in for Turner. McCollum comes in for Hood, and Lillard subbed in for Seth Curry. The Spurs also changing it up. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Gasol, and Derek White subbed in for Patty Mills. Now here's Harkless. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. To the paint, kicks it out to McCollum. Portland again missing. Spurs leading by 7. Here's Gay, and the jam by Rudy Gay.
You love how Gay just charges straight out of the hoop. Does not matter who is in his way.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Lillard's got 8 points.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good as any point guard.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by McCollum. Gay kicks to Aldridge. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. San Antonio calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Davis Bertans checks in for San Antonio. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Spurs.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, in recent years, C-Web, players have flirted with quadruple doubles, but they're just so elusive. I mean, you've got to do a lot to get those kind of numbers.
Now think about it. Embiid and Westbrook have both come close. So Westbrook comes close to anything with a double at the end of it. And Draymond Green, he missed once on points. So, you know, it's so hard to do. I just remember that Akeem the Dream Olajuwon did it, but you think about it. You're exerting so much energy, communication, and passion in that game. That's why it's so tough to do. And by the way, players are really good. So how are you going to get those 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks?
Right, yeah.
Or whatever else you can get along with points. But, yeah, so elusive, yeah.
And he's good on the second.
And when it comes to athletic small forwards, Gay is the cream of the crop. An aggressive player whose reach really helps him on both offense and defense.
Now here's McCollum. He has 6. Aminu misses. White against Lillard. White the pass to Aldridge. Good on the bucket. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the night.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Here is Lillard. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami.
And while he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
Now here's Lillard. Here's Harkless. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
I don't know if that was by design or by accident, but the D not paying any attention to it.
Here's White. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Passes it to Bertans. Misses off the left iron. Portland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Harkless kicks to Lillard. This one for 3. They get it back. Nurkic. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Pass to Bertans. Here is Forbes. 3-pointer. And it's White missing. Trailblazers trail by 3. To the middle. Now here's Harkless. He has 6. McCollum kicks to Aminu. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
Well, yeah, they refused to go away. Things were looking bleak for a while, but they hung tough.
Now here's White. And the pass to Aldridge. Pass to Bertans. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Portland's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. McCollum kicks to Aminu. Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum finds Nurkic. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Right the pass to Bertans. Trying to get something going. Nurkic with the block.
This is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
Here's Harkless. No good from outside. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Forbes. Nurkic with the block. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for San Antonio. DeRozan comes in for Bryn Forbes. Portland on defense. Bertans kicks to DeRozan. Back to Poeltl. Passes to DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look now for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Nurkic, and it's Myers Leonard in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And San Antonio also making a switch. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. Here's Bertans. It's good, he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And Poeltl does a little bit of everything for this team. A big man with superb passing ability.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 10. Pass to McCollum. Beyond the arc. That shot missing. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
And one item that DeRozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. He is a terrific playmaker.
Ever since DeRozan became a perennial all-star, his passing has improved. I mean, keeps his head up even while attacking with the ball. Great awareness for where his teammates are in terms of relation to his attack after a double team.
Here's White following the basket by C.J. McCollum. 1:44 left in the first half of the game. 17-foot shot on the way. Again, McCollum missing. San Antonio leading. Feeds it to Bellinelli. White against Lillard. Outside, White. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Bellinelli. Bellinelli's got 4 assists now tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bellinelli against McCollum. Now Harkless. He has 6. Fires for 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Portland. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. And checking out San Antonio, just a couple spots back.
And you know, right now for San Antonio, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
Out to DeRozan. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And that one, good. And it's a 5-point San Antonio lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Lillard with it. 10 points for him. There's 10 seconds left now here in the second. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Spurs up 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Pop, what did you think of the pace of your team in the first half?
Well, we've upped the pace. It's what we need to do because we're not as good a defensive team as we used to be. So something's got to give somewhere.
Bob, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 20 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they're not matching up well defensively, giving up a lot of open looks, a lot of easy points. They're allowing a crazy high shooting percentage, 60% and up. Time to step it up quick.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
High above downtown Portland, you get the great idea of the beauty of the city, folks. Welcome back, everyone, to the Pacific Northwest. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
Spurs leading by 5. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Harkless is out there with Aminu, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Now here's White. He feeds it to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Lillard. DeRozan's shot is off. The Trailblazers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. The shot by Harkless, no good.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Spurs have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Two shots.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. Both shots good from the stripe.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Lillard against White. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got 11 points.
McCollum is incredibly dangerous from outside. Awesome at finding available spaces. He shoots it with ease.
Lillard against White. The pass to DeRozan. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's the Spurs now. Here's Aldridge. 6 points for him. Lock at 6. White the pass to Aldridge. Here's Gay. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Oh, and if you were the defense, you have to be right in the jersey of Gay. A knockdown threat on the catch and shoot.
Lillard surveying the D. Kicks it to Nurkic. Pass to Aminu for the 3. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds in this game. And that one's good by Gay. And now an 8-point Spurs lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
3-pointer Lillard. And it's Gay with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
He kicks to White. Passes it to DeRozan. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
And when you look at DeRozan and how he's, transformed himself the last few years, he has become one of the more efficient scorers at a loaded shooting guard position. And some could argue he is one of the best guards in the entire league at this point of his career.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Turner's checked in. And with DeMar DeRozan, do you see him, Greg, potentially being an MVP winner during his career?
I mean, I think he's headed in that direction already. When you look at how he's progressed each and every year, his team is always competitive in large part to what he does out on the floor. I wouldn't bet on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was named MVP before it's all said and done.
So it's San Antonio now, after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go.
Well, that makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Ooh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in.
Looking now at the numbers for LaMarcus Aldridge. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, getting around 24 points per, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive juggernaut. I mean, he can just beat you in so many ways. You got to give it up for him.
Here's Mills, following the score by Damian Lillard. To the paint. And DeRozan kicks to Forbes. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Forbes has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very accurate. Taking shots within the floor of the offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Inside. And it's DeRozan missing. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing here by 8. Outside Turner. 5 on the clock. Over Aldridge. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And Turner's crafty in the pick and roll. Once the screens come, he's good at assessing the defense and breaking them down.
And here's Mills. He's got 5. Pass to Forbes. Gay outside. Down low. Here's DeRozan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Turner. For San Antonio, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Two shots.
And the first one drops.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Hood checked in for Portland. Seth Curry comes in for Lillard. And San Antonio with the change here too. Gasol's checked in. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Trailblazers trail by 8. Curry kicks to Nurkic. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, the superior strength on display. Nurkic excels at absorbing contact and muscling the shot in regardless.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. On the free throw, no good.
And Nurkic, the last few seasons, has shown that he can be a capable starter. The offense is solid, and he's a great rebounder. He'll get more than his fair share of double-doubles when he sees the floor.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Gasol passes to Mills. Now here's Gay. Here's the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Turner against Gay. It's stolen by DeRozan. To the middle. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Mills. And the Spurs lead by 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Curry looking it over. And the pass to Hood. Over Aldridge. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Spurs leading by 6. DeRozan in the corner. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Now here's Mills. He has 5. Gasol kicks to Mills. Just 4 to shoot. Over Curry. Drops it in from 11 feet. Mills has got 7. Portland's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Nurkic finds Aminu. DeRozan against Hood. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots. And San Antonio has possession. They've led by as many as 11 points. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Here's Mills after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Here's DeRozan. Lays it up off the glass. DeRozan's got 29.
Well, it's just been one of those nights for him. He got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
And Turner kicks to Hood. Aminu against Aldridge. Back to Hood from the arc. Rebound San Antonio. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. Now here's Mills, guarded by Curry. On the wing, DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Turner, and a little luck that time, but it drops. And it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
He's a tough fella to deal with when he gets below the free throw line.
Now a timeout called by Portland. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Yeah, he is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
A different look now for Portland. Collins comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Leonard in for Al-Farouq Aminu. The Spurs also changing it up. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Gasol. Bertans comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Bellinelli in for Rudy Gay. Now here's Turner. He has 6. Outside Curry. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Trailblazers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
One shot, find the lanes.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Whitey's checked in for Patty Mills. Here's Hood. He's got 11. On the wing, Turner. To the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hood. San Antonio with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Bellinelli passes to DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And Bellinelli is so talented, a team player who really whips the ball over to his teammates.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Curry kicks to Leonard. White against Collins. Dishes to Curry. Here's the floater. Nobody near Leonard. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
And the wide open shot from Bellinelli. Off target from 3-point range. Portland's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Turner, and DeRozan sends it back. Here's White, and it's off from 3-point range. And so Hood will bring it up for Portland. 8-point game. Pass to Leonard. Kicks to Turner. Count the basket. Turner's got 8 points.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
Outside, White. Passes it to Bellinelli. San Antonio again missing. The Trailblazers on offense. They trail by 6. Collins, good.
Well, that's a nice look, recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
San Antonio's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Outside, White. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Over Hood. Here's Pirtle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Spurs lead by 6.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Turner passes to Collins. Back to Turner. Three-pointer on the way. The rebound by the Spurs. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's DeRozan. Drops one in from the wing. And it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Curry kicks to Collins. Hood against Bellinelli. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Leonard from 3. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 9.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
Right side, White, beyond the arc. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got assist number 5 here tonight. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Trailblazers trail by 8. On the court right now for the Spurs. Cunningham is out there with Pirtle. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's White. And it's Forbes in a shooting guard. Now here's McCollum. With the fadeaway. And it's Leonard missing.
Does a good job just to get the shot off clean. Even if he can't knock it down, the fadeaway is really his only choice there.
DeRozan passes to White. Kicks to Cunningham. Outside, White. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. And it's DeRozan missing.
Thought he was going to be able to take advantage of the D there. He had the space.
Here's McCollum. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. McCollum's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Portland. Pass to Cunningham. He kicks it to Pirtle. Outside, White. Pirtle, the pass to DeRozan. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And he knocks down the first one.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Catching up on the changes for Portland, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Zach Collins, and it's Aminu in for Leonard. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Trailblazers trail by 8. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Back to Nurkic. Here's Aminu. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Spurs leading by 8. DeRozan passes to White. Now Pirtle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. From 12 feet out. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And the basket by Lillard.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And White kicks to Cunningham. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by McCollum. Out to White from the arc. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Lillard against White. Here's Aminu. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
An athletic, physical player. I like how Aminu forces the issue and earns these calls.
First one falls for him.
Well, at this point of his career, Aminu knows who he is, an effective two-way player who likes being a glue guy.
Two free throws for Aminu. Here's White. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The pass to Forbes. Kicks it to Cunningham. There's the feed to DeRozan. Over Harkless. And it's DeRozan missing.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Now, here's Aminu. Lillard left side. 4 on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on DeRozan.
And Damian Lillard has always been an incredible scorer. His range and ability to create let him carry the load on offense, and has also stepped up as a vocal leader for this team, has grown into that role the last few seasons.
And he makes the first. And with Lillard and becoming a team leader, Greg, he's always been one to lead by example.
And when Lillard was the clear star of the team, players started to look at him as a mentor, or realize the kind of effect he can have on his teammates. And that led him to opening up, inviting them to dinner and hanging out. Wasn't something he took to immediately, but he has shown he can not only be a franchise talent on the court, but off the court as well.
And what I love about Lillard now, I mean, the excellence. He's so consistent. That's how you do it. You come out, you bust your butt, and you compete at a high level every night.
He faded back on that one to give himself some room. DeRozan's got 39. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Over to the wing. Here's Aminu. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists in the game. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Gay kicks to Forbes. Pass to DeRozan. Cans the shot with nobody near him. DeRozan's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
but he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
The Spurs have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. White the pass to DeRozan. Count that one. DeRozan's got 43 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
White against Lillard. And here's McCollum for 3. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Chris, I don't think Damian Lillard will ever be accused of lacking confidence. He'll tell you about how great he is all the time.
And that isn't a knock. I mean, all top NBA players need to believe that. Lillard has said he feels he deserves to be all NBA. Sometimes it just feels like he's looking to be disrespected just so he can use it as motivation during the season.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys?
Thanks, David. Portland on defense. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. DeRozan's shot is good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now here's Lillard. Now Aminu. To the middle. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Damian Lillard.
All night long, Lillard has been taking over on the offensive end. I mean, adjusting to every defense they've thrown at him.
Here's Aldridge. Down low. Here's DeRozan. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. DeRozan's got 47 points.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
To the paint, here's Aminu. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
McCollum is always aware. Fantastic skipping the ball over to the open man.
And White kicks to Gay. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. White the pass to Forbes. Inside, here's Aldridge, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now, here's Nurkic. Here's Aminu. And again, it's Portland converting.
I mean, Kevin, look at that catch-and-shoot game of Aminu. He is excellent at realizing when to go right up with him.
Aldridge against Nurkic. To the inside, Forbes. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Spurs lead by 3.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard finds Nurkic. McCollum with the ball. White covering. 6 to shoot. Lillard from outside. Here's Nurkic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And with Jusuf Nurkic, the Bosnian center, he's so aggressive on the floor, he can be a fantastic player.
And fans always want more from Nurkic. I mean, they see the flashes of what he can do when he's active and aggressive. Nurkic himself knows that this is a case with him, and it's something he's trying to iron out.
Free throw good, Nurkic.
Oh, the toughness and the edge Nurkic provides, it's awesome. A physical big man. He makes an impact on both ends of the floor.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And both free throws good for Nurkic. So it's San Antonio now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside Aldridge. Lillard against White. Here's DeRozan. And he overshot that one, missing.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
Turner dishes to Lillard. To take the lead. Trailblazers keep it alive. Aminu misses. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by 1. DeRozan's shot is off. Portland's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Here's Aminu, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, that's because both offenses are relentless. Each side trying to close this thing out.
And White kicks to Forbes. Passes it to Gay. Here's DeRozan. He's covered by Aminu. Fader on the way. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 49 points in the game. Neither team here in the 4th generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Now here's Lillard. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Harkless is checked in. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's Aminu, the offensive rebound. And the basket by McCollum.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
The Spurs have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. Gay kicks to Forbes. On the wing, DeRozan. Rebound by Nurkic.
Whoa, the D caught a break on that play. I'm sure that is not the plan, leaving him so wide open.
And it's in there. McCollum's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
I mean, he's been terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage through the roof.
Here is Forbes, and there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his 1st foul of the game. Aldridge with it. Outside DeRozan. Over Harkless. And another turnover here by San Antonio.
Oh, that's just a lack of communication. 2 guys just not on the same page.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. To the middle. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Two shots.
Free throw drop for DeRozan. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Here's McCollum. That one off the back iron and out. San Antonio trailing here. Gay with no one around. Hits it from three-point range.
That's why they go to Gay in those big-time situations. You know he's going to come through when it matters most.
1:52 left to play here in the fourth. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of two is good. That narrows the gap to one. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. The pass to DeRozan. Over Harkless. DeRozan's shot is off. Portland's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Drains the three-pointer.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
On the wing, DeRozan. Poke loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. A minute 20 left in the fourth. And White kicks to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Over Harkless. They grab their own miss. And a dunk by Aldridge.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Yeah, fellas, a putback like that is always a big swing. Not just in terms of points, but the momentum, too.
Here's White, following the score by Damian Lillard. Shoots a fader, sinks it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Well, guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.
And guys, no doubt who our pick is going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
.50 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Lillard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Outstanding quickness of Lillard. He keeps the D on their heels. He excels at drawing the foul when he drives.
the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a two-point ball game.
Yeah, good job, bro. When it's this close, the team that wins the free throw battle might win the game.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside DeRozan. Feeds it to Aldridge. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Harkless. Count it!
Bounce pass is the ticket there. Very nice assist.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pulls up, high post. Again, what an avalanche! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
They get what they want out of that trip. Now a 2-possession game.
So it's San Antonio now, and White kicks to DeRozan. To Forbes, the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Now that's what I call cool under fire. Those should be the nails in the coffin.
Jacks up a 3. Offline.
McCollum is solidly contested shot. Does a nice job at getting hands up in time.
And so it's Portland winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. I mean, did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. We got a little more physical. We did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.